from all things at once, without thinking twice. And I knew it would catch up, and that we would be the ones left behind. The stories I've been told, they never seem to leave my mind. And this road that I am on, I gotta stay here for some time. Time is gone and I grew up. I somehow made it through without losing sight. And I still wonder where you are, and if you found a way out from the dark. The stories I've been told, they never seem to leave my mind. And this road that I am on, I gotta stay here for some time. Bruises they come.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, the All Things Good channel. I hope you're all doing really well this week. Thank you for joining me. It's lovely to see you as always, and if you're new to the channel, a warm welcome. In this week's video, I'm hoping to show you a few little ways to save some pennies at the shops. I know, I do like to go to the shops. You know I like to go to the shops, but I've just had quite recently 2 holidays, and I've booked another one for September which has already been paid for, so I really need a good couple of months of really trying to save and cut back on my spending as well. So I'm going to show you bargains that I've picked up in Morrisons this week, in Lidl and on Amazon as well, because we've had 2 days of Amazon Prime this week on the 11th and 12th of July. So I picked up a few bargains there. I have made one purchase that isn't really a bargain, but it's for a special occasion, that being my son's graduation from university on Monday. So I needed a new dress for graduation. That hasn't arrived yet, but hopefully it will during the course of this video, and hopefully it fits and I'll be able to keep it and wear it on Monday. So I'm looking forward to showing you that. And also this reed diffuser over here, which is from Waitrose this week actually, is one of the Price's candle range. They do candles and reed diffusers. This is in the fragrance of Chef's Kitchen. Very, very highly scented reed diffuser. They do different fragrances. I think there's a linen, a grapefruit one, a pet's odour one as well. They're very, very, very highly scented, and they are normally about £10 or £11 in Waitrose. But for this week and next week, I've been assured they are reduced to £6. So that's pretty average, I'd say, for a day-to-day reed diffuser. But because they're so highly scented, this is in my kitchen. It's scenting out the whole kitchen. You can even smell it in my hallway. And I first discovered these actually when I worked in a hotel years and years ago, and they did actually have them in the hotel kitchens, and it really made a difference. So they're very, very highly perfumed. They don't last particularly long, however. Mine tend to last between 2 and 3 weeks. So for the length of time that they last and the price that they should be at their recommended retail price, is actually quite expensive. But first offer of the week, £6 in Waitrose for this week and next. So let's get into this week's video. I hope you enjoy it and find some bargains for yourself as well. Let's get into it. Well, I've just done a little shop in Morrisons today. It's kind of a top-up shop, but there's a few little extras as well. But there was some good bargains again in Morrisons this week. The first of all being this one, Morrisons Choco Crackles, which are obviously the same as Cocoa Pops. Well, I say they're the same. I think they're the same. Grace can actually tell the difference when she doesn't eat real Cocoa Pops. But these were 99p. I think that's possibly the cheapest box of cereal around at the moment that you can get. It's 375 grams. I think Aldi's and Lidl's are still doing some quite reasonably priced non-branded cereals, but haven't been there for a while actually. But anyway, 99p in Morrisons. They were also doing an offer on 3 different cereals. You could actually buy 3 for £1.85. So that was very good in Morrisons today. Rather than buy Muller rice this week, I've gone for skinny cappuccino flavour Muller Light yogurts, 0% fat, real chocolate and high in protein. I've actually put a bit of weight on recently, so what with a couple of holidays, I'm trying to rein it in a little bit at the moment, so I've gone for the skinny version of those. Picked up my usual, which I get every couple of weeks, cherries and berries double concentrate squash, topped up on tuna chunks in spring water. We do have a tuna bake about once a week, topped up on some cat food. And the next bargain of the week was this. I have not used this before, so we shall see. I looked at the main ingredients, which did actually read identical to Persil. So this is Morrisons Savers Biological Laundry Powder, 3.335 kilogram. It was £2.25. The same thing in Persil today in Morrisons was £10. So we shall give this a go. As I say, I've never used it before, so I'll have to tell you and perhaps show you later on in the video the results. I'm going to do a whitewash in this shortly. But for £2.25, I thought it's got to be done. Let's give that a go. So we shall see. And actually, that was the last one on the shelf today. And most washing powders of this size are anything between £8 and £12 at the moment. So that is a massive saving. We shall see how that works out. I treated Grace to a little bag of M&Ms that she can have when she comes home. Got some cat treats, some Licky Licks and some tasty sticks with cod. Picked up some bits for the bathroom, a couple of deodorants. I've got a Sanex roll-on spray, 2 cans of Right Guard, one for me, one for Grace. These were on offer as well in Morrisons. These are normally quite expensive. L'Oreal Elvive Extraordinary Oil Shampoo and conditioner, both reduced down to £3 each. They are normally $6.99 each. Stocked up on crease release, Lenore crease release. I do love this. If you've seen previous videos, I use a lot of this. This is £3 a bottle in Morrisons at the moment. On Amazon, it's £8 a bottle, but they don't always have it in Morrisons, so I do pick one up when I see them. These are my favourite bathroom air fresheners. These Febreze push button things. And I can't think of another way to describe it really. But this is a new scent. It's quite citrus and it actually says it's bathroom anti-mould odour. I don't have any mould in any of my house, but the scratch and sniff little label there, it's very citrusy. It's called Citrus Active actually. And I really like the scent. Lovely and fresh for the bathrooms. They were 2 for £2.50. I've only got 3 bathrooms, but the offer was on 2, so I've bought 4. So hopefully they'll smell nice, and I've got 1 in stock. I got some vine-ripe cherry tomatoes. Thought they were delicious, and we get through a lot of them, so I went for 2 packs. Some extra crunchy coleslaw and some reduced fat Caesar dressing this week. I normally buy the full fat one, but I didn't. But I'm making up for fat in this. My favourite, Taste Hawaii by Castello, pineapple and almond cream cheese ring. Delicious. I must rein it in a bit though. I'm eating quite a lot of that at the moment. That's probably why I'm not losing any weight. Young's 10 seafood sticks dip in Mary Rose sauce was also on offer today. I can't actually remember how much that was, but it was a really good price. That's always a good little snack. Healthy snack in the middle of the day. I'll probably take it in my lunchbox to work tomorrow, to be honest. And some bananas as well. So those are just a few bits and pieces I picked up today in Morrisons, but I am very impressed with the few offers that I got today. And there are quite a lot of offers in Morrisons again this week. And There are some things that are more pricey than other supermarkets I've found, but when they do have their offers, they seem to do them really well. So I'm very pleased with that. So I've just got my wash out with my £2.25 Savers Morrisons washing powder, and it's beautifully clean, absolutely spotless. Plus, it smells amazing. It smells like that really old-fashioned, does that make sense? Like an old-fashioned washing smell. It's so fresh, it's gorgeous. Well, I can honestly say, why pay £10 for a box of washing powder? £2.25, brilliantly clean. It was on a 60-degree wash, but it didn't have any stain remover in on this occasion or anything like that. Just the powder and some conditioner. It's immaculately clean and smells amazing. And I'm very, very impressed. Well done, Morrisons. So I'm just back from Lidl and I have done another top-up shop for this week, which also consists of some bits and pieces that I wouldn't normally buy from Lidl that I might buy on my online shop, for example. So it could be from Sainsbury's or Ocado or Waitrose, but I'm, as you know, trying to cut down the cost of bits and pieces at the moment, and I haven't done an online shop for food this week. I've just kept to Morrisons and Lidl. So the first thing I got was this by Astonish. It is their Protect and Care antibacterial laundry cleanser, and I do normally buy Dettol's own brand. Now I have had Morrisons' own of this, but I haven't used Lidl's before. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely fine. And this was £1.99 for 1 litre. So that'll be good to try today. I have bought 6 thick and fluffy crumpets, and rather than go for Warburton's that I would normally go for, I've gone for Lidl's own. And the price of those, let me get my receipt, is 45p. So that's not bad at all for 6 crumpets, 45p. Very impressed with that. I got some dry cured honey roast ham. There's 7 slices in there, but that's fine, and that's plenty for me and Grace actually, because I get a little bit paranoid with food, especially things like meat once it's been opened and then left in the fridge, although I wrap things up very well. If I've opened ham, I don't really like to keep it open for more than say 2 days, because I just get panicky and I worry that it's going to kill us all. So that's just enough slices for a couple of sandwiches, say for myself, or a salad, and for Grace for a couple of days for lunches and things like that. And the ham was £1.75, not too bad at all. I got 4 salmon fillets, prime cut, and they are boneless. They're not skinless, but I actually prefer to cook salmon with the skin on the back actually. It keeps the flavour in. But they are boneless, and the salmon was £8.29. Now that sounds a lot, doesn't it? But I was comparing this to prices in Morrisons, and where else did I look? Oh, I looked at Waitrose last weekend, but Waitrose is beautiful food, don't get me wrong, but it is pricey. But normally in Morrisons, I just buy a packet of 2, so I wouldn't normally spend £8 on salmon, but we've got visitors this week, so I'm going to need the 4. So it basically works out at £2 a piece, really. And even if you buy a packet of 2, in Morrisons, you can't get it for £4. So it sounds quite a lot, doesn't it? Over £8 for that, but actually it's not bad at all, to be honest. I got some Nescafe, so it is branded Azera Americano coffee, because I've run out of coffee, and it was one of those that I thought, do I go for Lidl's own? Do I go for the cheapest one? I don't know. I do love coffee, but I don't love coffee if it tastes like mud. So I didn't really want to risk getting a completely unbranded one that I'd never had before. Anyway, I went for this, but this was £4.75. So I'd say that's probably about an average price all over. Although coffee in Morrisons this week, the Kenco one, was about £7 a jar. So in comparison to that, not bad at all. I got some Lidl's own fat-free light Greek strawberry yoghurt. I am trying to watch my weight a little bit at the moment. 64 calories per pot. Never had these before. I shall give them a go, and they were £1.29. I got some spaghetti. I'm going to do a spaghetti bolognese tonight. And I used to always buy whole wheat, which I know is much, much better for you, but it is considerably more expensive. And Grace really likes this, and we do have a bolognese probably once a week. So anyway, I was very impressed with this, because I'm just going to double check the price of that. But yes, this was 65p. And there was a cheaper one. There was a slightly smaller packet, and I think the actual spaghetti itself was a lot shorter. It was, you know, the sticks of spaghetti, or whatever it is you call them, were a lot shorter. And I think there was one at about 30p, which I could have gone for. So I kind of went mid-range actually, but the whole wheat was far more expensive than that. So I avoided that. I got some milk. Milk seems to be very expensive at the moment. I only ever buy skimmed milk, British skimmed milk. So that one is a 2.27 litre, and that was £1.46. 4 pints, basically. It's okay. That's not a bad price. I then picked up, which is a necessity, I didn't think I'd see it today, but I did need it today because this actually broke this morning. I got a multifunctional shower head replacement. Now you're thinking, hang on a minute, Polly. I'm sure we were watching one of your videos only 3, 4, maybe 5 weeks ago where you bought a new shower head. You're right, I did, from B&M. It broke this morning. I was not impressed. So if you do go back on in my videos and I'm showing you the B&M shower head replacement that I used, I don't actually recommend it anymore. I'm going to try this one, so we shall see. Never heard of the make. It's called Livarno, but it has it's suitable for continuous flow water heaters. It comes with the hose and the swivel end and has a low flow insert as well. That really doesn't mean a hell of a lot to me, but anyway, this was £9.99. So it's not bad value, really. So hopefully that will be better. Well, it's going to be better than the one I've got because it's broken. So I shall sort that out in a minute. I then got as I said, I've got some guests coming for food this week. So I got a rather big pack of beef steak mince, bigger than the one I'd normally get. So this is a 750 gram. I normally buy a 500 or 450 gram as they come now, if it's just me and Grace. But this is the 10% fat beef. I was actually going to buy the 20% fat one today, even though I'm watching my weight, because I found that the higher the fat content in particularly red meat, the cheaper the price. And I understand why that is. Having said that, if you cook with higher fat meat, you get far more flavour than the low fat meat. And actually, once I've, sort of got it all cooking and what have you, I drain all the fat off anyway. So I'm probably not getting the 10% that's in there. I do drain it all off, but it's far, far cheaper than buying the 5% fat. And I used to always buy 5% fat because I did Slimming World some years ago, and that was the advice to buy the very low fat meat. But actually it's more than twice the price at the moment. So this 750 gram meat was £4.59, and the 5% one for 450 gram was nearly £7. So that's a considerable difference, and all you've got to do is put a bit of energy in to drain the fat off anyway. So there we go. I got some finely chopped Italian tomatoes, and the tomatoes were 70p. That's quite expensive. You can get cheaper than that. Well, it's not expensive, but you can get cheaper than that. But I know they're very, very nice indeed. And I got some brown onions. They were 80p. And I got some red onions, and they were 95p. That lasts me quite a while, so that's fine. And then the last thing I got in Lidl was a loaf of bread. I went for a very large, thick, wholemeal farmhouse bread, and that was 85p. So that really is good actually for a large loaf, large wholemeal loaf. I don't think I've seen it for that price anywhere else, actually. Morrisons is quite expensive on bread at the moment, but that looked really nice actually. And I can always put a bit of it in the fridge because we don't eat a lot of bread. But I do like it to last me a few days, especially in the heat. If I think it's not going to get used, I'll put some in the fridge, and you can toast it straight from the fridge and it tastes absolutely fine. So those were a few extra bargains I got in Lidl. I have just had a delivery come from Next, so I'm hoping that it's going to be, well, I'm hoping it's going to be the dress I've bought for graduation. Well, it will be, but also I've bought some other things from Next that have been a bit delayed, and I can feel a very heavy box in here, so I'm hoping they've come as well. Oh, yes, it would appear. Hang on. The dress has arrived. Ooh. So I will have to try this on for you at some point. And it's actually one size larger than I really am. And they didn't have my size, so I'm hoping it's going to be okay. But as it's a long, flowy dress, I'm hoping that one size larger doesn't really matter. So let's see if I can show you. It's all a bit tangled up, but it's halter neck, flowery design, and it is belted waist, and it's a long, flowy maxi dress, and that is for graduation, hopefully. So yes, I'm going to try that on shortly and show you, fingers crossed. And I actually chose the shoes before I chose the dress, but I couldn't decide, so I've bought 2 pairs of shoes, but I'm only going to keep one when I've decided what's the most comfortable, because graduation is going to be a long day, and what goes best now with the dress that I've bought. So these are the first pair. I actually will link, got a bit of fluff up my nose now. I actually will link the prices for the next items in the description box down below for you. Can't remember off the top of my head. But these are the first pair of shoes. Sandals. They're quite tall actually, a little bit taller than I thought, and I am quite tall, so you'll definitely see me. They look really nice actually, and they are in the signature Forever Comfort range. So they're meant to be, they are padded, they're meant to be quite comfortable. We shall see. I should try those on. So they would go quite nicely with it. But I've ordered a second pair. And as I say, I can't really justify the 2 pairs of shoes at the moment. So this is the other pair, which has got a more of a kitten heel. So it's, slightly lower, but it's got a bit of a blingy, diamanty front on it. And again, I think that is from the Forever Comfort range, although that feels really hard. I'll have to try them on. Obviously that goes around your heel as well, and I'm not as impressed with that on first glance as I was in the catalogue. So we'll try them on, but I think these might be the winners. We shall see. We shall see. I'm going to try them on and we shall see. And I think I've got another bag from next here as well. This will be a handbag that I've bought to go with the dress. Bit of an impulse buy, this one, but again, it'll go with the shoes, particularly those shoes, same colour. I think those shoes are going to be the winners. But it'll certainly go with the dress, I am sure. And it's going to fit in just exactly what I need. I only need my purse and my mobile phone, really. So it's a little mini tote bag. I really like that, actually. But it does also have a strap on it, so you can put it over your arm or crossways if you've got your hands full with champagne and cameras and all the rest of it. Detachable, yes, detachable long strip included. That was £30, and it's got, let's have a look. Oh, it's nice and secure as well. Let's see if I can take this security tag off. There we go. Not tag, security label. It's also got a zip insert inside, so I can keep my phone safe and things like that. And that's the detachable strap. And then you've got two little air pockets at the side and a little press stud to keep it closed. So that's going to be perfect. Very, very pleased with those. And yeah, I'll go and try my dress on in a bit and show you. And I'm expecting the Amazon orders to come today as well. So I'm going to go and put all this away, grab myself a cup of tea, have a look at these shoes, try them on, see which I think are the best and which are the most comfortable. And if neither of them are comfortable, I might just take my slippers, actually, and the flip-flops. Welcome to my shower. So this is the new shower head. As I say, it does come with the hose, but I don't need to replace that, I don't think, because the hose on this one is okay, and there should be a standard fitting at the bottom, but this is broken this morning. So I'm going to take that off, and it's going to leak out everywhere. Oh, and hopefully it'll just be a case of screwing this one in, although it might be better to have attached it to the hose that it actually comes with, but it does fit. So there we go. Let's see if it works. Oh yeah, that's much better. I think you can. Ta-da! Brilliant. That'll do nicely. That can go in the bin. Thank you, Lidl. So, good news on the dress front. I'm just trying it on. I haven't done up the halter neck because I can't. I shall need a second pair of hands to do that. I'll show you this full length in a minute, but it fits perfectly, and I mean perfectly. So I will link the description down below, as I said before, but this is a dress size bigger than I normally am, and it just fits. So just to be cautious, I think it comes up a bit small. Having said that, there's plenty of room here, just here, but on the waist, I mean, I have put a little bit of weight on, but I don't think I've gone up a dress size. But the waist is perfect, and actually the length is perfect. Let me show you. You get a bit of a better view like that. I'll move my slippers out of the way. So it does have a belted waist, and it comes with a little belt that it's still attached at the back at the moment. I didn't want to take the labels and things off until I tried it on. I really like the sort of, what would you call that? Pleated, a bit of flamenco going on there. Long dress. I do like a long dress because I'm a bit paranoid about showing my legs, to be honest. But I think that will be absolutely perfect for graduation, perfect for the event. I don't know what shoes it's going to be yet. Actually, flat shoes would look really nice with it, to be honest. And I have got some flat ones that would probably go, but I will try the new ones on. But I am very pleased, very, very pleased with the dress. So that's definitely the one for the day. But here it's just right for fitting. And here is the only place it's a little bit looser, but actually it makes it quite comfortable. So I'm not bothered about that. And actually when I do up the halter neck, it will just lift that slightly anyway. So yeah, I am happy with that. That's going to be just right for graduation on Monday. So here we are having our moment on the bed, and I was going to show you the things I've got off Amazon Prime in the Prime special days that we had this week. But this video is already quite long, I thought, this week, so I shall just link in the description box down below the deals that I managed to find on Amazon this week. I did pick up a new Amazon Echo Dot. That was for Paul. He wanted a new one in his house. I got lots of wrapping paper for Adam's present that I'm taking down to him for graduation, and some ribbon and some bits and pieces for the car and all sorts of things. But I've just had my second delivery from Next that I wanted to show you, and these were in the sale that's currently on at Next. The first one, I haven't opened them yet, but I'll open them in a second to show you. But the first one is a set of 4 t-shirts. So, or is it a set of 3? No, it's a set of 3. A set of 3 t-shirts. We have blue, white and floral print. They were £24, I think. But again, I should link everything down below, as it were, for you. I'm a bit short on tops, particularly summer tops, even though it really does not feel like summer here this week at all. Thank God we got to Devon when we did, because we have consistent rain. Feels like autumn this week. So this is a very standard pack of t-shirts. So we've got plain blue, and we've got sort of a rather nice blue daisy and a plain white. So those are just the kind of things I will wear with jeans and what have you on days off. Very nice quality, actually. They do feel nice quality. I always find that Next clothes wash very well, but that's a bit of a different one. I'm liking that summery daisy design. So it's all tops that I got, because I did notice I am very short. I don't think I bought summer tops for a couple of years, actually. I know there was someone commented on a floral top I had on when we did Moment on the Bed last week, and asked me where I got it from. It was from Wallis, but I've had it about 12 years, honestly. I've had it about 12 years, so apologies if you were looking for that on Wallis. I don't think you'll find it anymore. This is another, I was going to say daisy design, but I don't know whether it is really. It's not really a daisy design, but this is a linen top, blouse, nice v-neck, nice and light and cool. And I'll link the price for that down below, because it's not on it and I can't remember how much it was. But I thought that was quite pretty, and that's quite me. And I don't tend to buy sort of floral designs very often. I just really fancied them this year as a change. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. And that's actually from the, well, it says the Love Roses collection. I haven't bought anything from that collection from Next before, so I should try that on. Looking forward to that. And another top in navy blue. So I've gone very blue, haven't I? And this one is again from the Love Roses collection. Again, quite thin, and well, actually very thin, and it's quite see-through. So you would need, I didn't realise it was that see-through, which is fine, but you would need a naked colour slip underneath that, unless you've got a t-shirt underneath it and you're wearing it in the autumn. So I'm a little bit disappointed that's as see-through as it is. I wasn't expecting that, but having said that, very pretty. And you could wear a black slip underneath it, couldn't you? If you've got black trousers on or something, or I was wearing it for work. I like the collar on that. Can't quite see it though, can you? There we go. I like the collar on that. I do like that a lot. I have to try it on, but I would need to, oh, I think I've got a beige slip somewhere that can go underneath it. But yeah, have to wear something underneath it, which defeats the object of it being for summer really. But that's okay, I like it, and as long as it fits, I shall keep it. So those are my last few purchases, and I hope I've given you some ideas, hopefully, this week about certainly trying to spend less in the supermarket. And although I've spent at Next this week, and obviously the dress for the graduation, which wasn't in the sale, but it wasn't badly priced at all. Again, it's listed, linked down below for you. Wasn't badly priced at all, but everything else I've, you know, been really cautious around the supermarket, and those few tops are in the sale, as I say, with Next, and they've still got quite a good summer sale at the moment, so I'm ultra pleased about that. And I've also got one of my cousins today has landed in London from New York. She lives over in America and she's come over for a 2-week visit. So I'm really, really pleased to have heard that she's landed safely and that we are all hopefully going to be getting together at some point in the next couple of weeks. Might even be a couple of times within the next couple of weeks. I know she's coming over here with some of my other cousins to come and see Mom, but I think then one of my other cousins is going to be doing a big party at some point where we can all get together with all the cousins and everybody at some point over the next couple of weeks. So that's really good to see family that I don't get to see year in, year out, some of them. So that's going to be really nice, and really nice for Mom too, who has been missing again in this week's video, but she's fine. She's doing very, very well, recuperated very well from her few days in Devon, which she loved. But the reason I haven't filmed them much this week is that I haven't yet set my camera up correctly in my new car, because I've got a holder for the phone, but it's not in the right position to film Mom if we're in the car. So I didn't capture her on any little chats we have in the car like we sometimes do. So I'll have to film her in another area at some point this week. But as you know, I've got to go back down to Exeter this week for Adam's graduation, which I'm really, really looking forward to, and I'm super proud of him. And if I can, I will film some of it and include that in next week's video. I know we've been told no cameras, but there must be parts of it that I can take pictures and film, I would imagine. So really looking forward to that. So I hope you have enjoyed this week's video again, and if you have, thank you so much for watching, and do like and subscribe if you can. I'm still aiming hopefully to get to the 5,000 subscriber mark if we can by the end of this year, and as I've mentioned before, if we do, I'm going to do quite a good giveaway. So I'm not going to tell you what that is, but if we do get to 5,000 subscribers before, let's say before December, because I probably will do Vlogmas again this year. Oh my God. Can you believe we're halfway through the year? We're exactly halfway through the year. Where has it gone? I just don't know. But anyway, I should do a giveaway if we get to 5,000 subscribers. And I'm very grateful for you being here as always. And if you are new, a warm welcome, like I said at the start of the video. And I hope you enjoy the content going forward and have time to look back on some of the older videos if you want to as well. But thank you for joining me. And until next Sunday, stay safe, stay in the boat, keep doing all things good. And I'll be back same time, same place, this time next Sunday. Yes. See you then. Take care. Bye.